guys, welcome back again to my channel. Not to my kitchen today, but to my channel. Alright, now for you guys who are new to my channel, happy to have you. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure that you hit the notification bell right here. It is so important. You'll be able to see all my most recent uploads, and I'm always good, so you want to make sure you subscribe, right? Alright, now let's get started with this. This is a requested video, guys, of the things that you guys are asking me for. Besides cooking and different things and vlogs and stuff that you guys asked me to do, you guys also wanted me to show you the different kinds of spices that I use in my food. So I decided, why not just do a sit down here and take you through the things that I must have in my pantry or my kitchen, or spices that I must have, spices that I think every household should have in order to have great tasting food. Now, you know you have to have your skeleton and thyme and all those things in your food, but as far as your spices go, to turn it up to a bigger notch, it's good to have these things. So I'm going to walk you through the things that most of the recipes that I do for you guys are some of the spices that I use to put on those meats and veggies and all that stuff. So I'm going to walk you through it. So come on and let's get started. Now, the first thing that I want to show you guys that I use that you must have in your kitchen is jerk seasoning. Now, jerk seasoning is like one of the top priorities in your kitchen where you must have. Well, now there's two kinds of seasoning that I always have in my kitchen. It is the dry jerk seasoning powder, and this one as well. This one is the bottled jerk seasoning. Now, you know you can make your own, so I'm going to put a link below on how to make homemade jerk seasoning for your chicken and your fish and all those other different things that you want to put jerk. You can put jerk in just about anything. So yes, jerk seasoning is a must-have. Now let's see. Seafood, fish, shrimp, lobster, crab, oysters, all that stuff. Seafood seasoning is really important to have. I think, no, as a Jamaican, I cook a lot of fish in my kitchen, so seasoning is very important. Besides, like I said, skeleton and thyme and onion and all that stuff, pimento seed, you have to have some kind of a seafood spice to turn it up. So this is the kind of spice that I use for my seafood. Now, there's so many different kinds of a fish and a seafood seasoning on the shelf. To me, all of them is basically the same. It's just that some of them might have a more salt content than the others. But I use this one, and it give my fish and whatever I'm cooking, seafood, whatever, shrimp, a really good flavor. And this one is pretty good too. But you have to be careful how much salt. If you're going to cook with this one, spice it, you got to make sure that you're low on your salt. You don't even have to put salt in it if you're going to use this, because this has salt in it already. So these are the different spices that I use for my seafood recipes when I cook for you guys. Now let's go into the different spices where you can put on your chicken and your turkey and poultry. Let's talk about poultry. Now, whenever I'm doing poultry, I always add a little bit of that combo seasoning on it, that Ultra-Rest combo seasoning. That Ultra-Rest combo seasoning have a really unique taste to it, and I know you guys would love it. I mean, the thing is massive. Now, that combo seasoning right there is a different level of turn up. Now, sometimes if you don't have no season at all, garlic, onion powder, any kind of season, scallion thyme, anything, as long as you have Ultra-Rest combo season in your pantry, you don't need nothing else besides a little bit of salt, if you so choose. But that combo seasoning, it set everything on fire. It is so. I cook with my combo season on almost all of my dishes that I make in my kitchen. That combo season is always in there. When I cook oxtail, I had combo seasoning. When I make chicken, I had combo seasoning. When I have barbecue, I had some combo seasoning to it as well. I wouldn't make anything, steak, anything, I always put my combo season. I love my combo season on everything that I cook.
Looking good.
Thank you, baby. I'm trying to do a video. That. Alright guys, so let's talk about curry powder. There's so many curry powder out there on the shelf. It's like Ultra-Rare, it's Grace, it's numerous amount of curry powder out there. But I really like the Ultra-Rare brand. And I don't know why I love Ultra-Rare brand, but it is what it is. Their curry powder is just right. And I fell in love with this curry powder that they have right now. It is called the Jerk curry powder. Man, the thing is so yumptious. I mean, it has just a little bit of spice to it. It don't have too much pepper in it. It's just right. You have your little black pepper, you have your thyme, you have your garlic, all inside of that one bottle. Okay, so that is my Ultra-Rare curry powder. It's mild heat jerk curry. The thing is good. The thing is really, really good. I mean, it has a nice little unique flavor, like I said before. It is not overpowering your meat with that strong, harsh taste, and it has a nice aroma. When you're cooking it, it smells up the whole entire house. Smell even gone outside. Now the thing has just about everything inside of it. You have your thyme and all that stuff inside this one bottle. It is so good. Give this Ultra-Rare curry powder a try. It is very, very good. It's worth the money. Now, jerk. A lot of times, if I don't use my curry powder, like if I'm cooking like patties or something like that, even if I'm cooking chicken sometime, it depends. If I'm cooking a vegan recipe, I don't use this. I use the turmeric powder instead. The turmeric powder is pretty good. I have a recipe that I put up earlier. It is how to make your own curry from scratch. So the curry powder, and it is really, really good. I use it a lot of times, but yeah, this is what I use to make my curry anything in my kitchen. Now let's get into pimento seed, right? Now let's get into pimento seed. Sometimes it confuses a lot of people. As back home in Jamaica, we'll say pimento seed. Now a lot of people say allspice, right? Allspice to me is when it's a powder form. Pimento seed is the one that look a black ball. Now we cook with, I don't think I would put the powdered allspice into my soup. I like to see the pimento seed, the seed, into the soup. Your stew peas, your oxtail, brown stew chicken, all of that good stuff. You throw your pimento seed in it and it turn up. Now allspice, you can put it in your cake. If you bake all a rum cake and all that, you put a little bit of allspice in it and turn up a notch. Now, in a Jamaican kitchen, if you don't have pimento seed in your soup, something is missing. Pimento seed is a must-have in every Jamaican kitchen. We put it on our oxtail, our stew peas, our rice and peas. You name it, we put pimento seed inside of it. It have a wicked, 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 wicked flavor. Now, this is the powdered pimento seed. It's allspice. When it look like this, it's allspice. But it says allspice on this bottle too, but this is the one that is not crushed. If I was to choose between the two, I would go with this one, because this is traditional. But I guess they both have the same flavor. Sometimes I run out of that one here, I draw for that one here. Sometimes you could even put this in your bacon. Allspice go in your bacon too. If you're making pudding and all them something, you put a little bit of allspice in it and it kick it up a way notch. Now, there's another spice that I use pretty often. People ask me, how come you're Jamaican and you use a spice here? But the sad thing about it is, not because you're Jamaican, you can try certain different kinds of a spice. Now, a lot of spice back home, most of them have salt in it. Now, if you have high blood pressure and them thing that you wouldn't want to sit down and eat up a super salty type of spice. That's why I mean I like Larry's, because Larry's have a lot of salt in it. Even though I didn't show you anything with Larry's in it. Now, Mrs. Dash. This right here, Mrs. Dash. Mrs. Dash is a must-have in my Jamaican kitchen. When I'm cooking for anybody that comes to my house that don't eat salt intake, high blood pressure like rainy day, that is what I use when I'm cooking for that. But always have you some Mrs. Dash in your kitchen. Them have all kind of Mrs. Dash on the shelf. That one right there is the original Mrs. Dash, as you can see right there. It is very, very good. Salt free. Really, really good. Give it a try. Now, there are so many other spices that I just have to have in my kitchen, and I call those my basic spices, especially for people who just learn for cook and stuff. These are some of the spices that you just have to have in your kitchen. Now, these are some of your basic seasonings where you just must have in your kitchen, right? Stuff like ground paprika, garlic, nutmeg, crushed red pepper, chicken. This one right here, this is chicken gravy. If you're making gravy and you don't really know how to really get it going from scratch, this is a chicken gravy. It's thickens up the liquid. It's pretty good. I'm gonna do a tutorial and let you see how I make gravy with this, but it's really good to have. I only pay like about $1.99 for this in the supermarket. It's good to have you some onion powder and cayenne pepper. These are like some of the basic spices that you might need to have in your pantry. Now, let's talk about ginger. Ginger is a must-have in your kitchen. Whether you want to have ginger powder, whether you want to have fresh ginger, make sure you have some ginger, because a lot of people don't tolerate certain spices that you might cook with. Or if you're going to put coconut milk and all them different things in your food, a lot of people have that funny belly like me. So you want to put ginger in a lot of the meats. Just to be on the safe side, just put like a half a teaspoon of ginger, depending on how much you're going to cook. But always put a little bit of ginger in your oxtail, your stewed chicken, anything. Even when you have fried chicken sometime, you cut a little piece of that ginger and you put it into the oil and fry your chicken. Always have ginger. This ginger right here works pretty good. I pay like about $1 for this bottle of ginger. Now, a couple of other things that I just have to have in my kitchen is certain kind of a sauce. Sauce like hot sauce, pickle pepper sauce, you know, soy sauce, certain kind of sauce I just have to have, because in your kitchen, that's a... So these are some of my must-have in my kitchen. Ketchup. Every Jamaican have ketchup in their kitchen, trust me. And barbecue sauce, teriyaki sauce, soy sauce. This one, pickle pepper sauce, I grew up seeing my mother eating that thing. It tastes so good. And I always have to have it. My husband love it too. And I have to have my hot sauce, and that's the OG. I have to have my hot sauce and my browning, right? For my meat when I cook it. So yeah, those are the sauce that I just have to have. Now, last but not least, for you guys who've been watching me cooking forever and ever since I first started this thing, you know, you guys been watching me cooking. You guys know that my favorite thing to put in my food is what? Yes, you got it right. Vinegar. I never cook without my vinegar, guys. If me make a recipe and I didn't put vinegar in it, I become a forget. Or because I run out. But vinegar cleanses you from the inside out. Okay, so those are my 2 vinegar that I use. Anytime I'm cooking for you guys, depending on what I'm cooking, sometimes I want a little sweet to the dish. I use my apple cider vinegar. Sometimes I just go ahead and use my plain white vinegar. But these are the vinegar that I mostly cook with in my kitchen. Alright? Okay guys, that sums that up. I hope you find this video helpful. More good videos are coming. I'm definitely going to be putting up some for the vegan family and for my Jamaican and for my all over the world family, okay? The videos are coming, guys. So thanks for hanging in there with me. And remember, I love you as much as you love me. Peace. Come on to me. Come over here and perform for me. Come on to me.